Welcome back, everyone. This is Akanar here with more Elden Ring, where we have made it, at last, to the Altus Plateau. This is one of these moments from last episode that I have started to anticipate very highly, knowing that the Altus Plateau is connected with the Erd Tree, connected with the capital. Feels like so much of the game, maybe the entirety of the game, is centered around, or at least connected in some way to, the Altus Plateau. At least that's the way it feels. And we finally made it here, and boy, oh boy, were we introduced. Did we get the welcome mat rolled out to us by the ancient dragon, Lanso? I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but my god, what an incredible dragon. I can only assume that is going to be a boss fight later on in the game somewhere, and I cannot wait for it. Because my goodness, I was thinking through some of the other dragons that we've fought throughout the FromSoft franchise, and who knows, the ancient dragon might end up being the coolest of them all. My goodness, fire, not just fire breathing, but lightning wielding. What a great introduction. And in retrospect, looking here at this, the entourage, the ruler, and his entourage, I don't think it was the Omen that did in all of you. I think it was an ancient dragon. I think that's how this caravan met its demise. And there were also these, I had not, I think I had like seen these, but I had not verbally noted the fact that there are what appear to be guardian golem remains as well. I'm not sure if they would have been here with the caravan, or they would have been like here some long time ago and they had been destroyed by the dragon as well. There's some potential layers of history just in this one little section of the game, which is going to be cool to think about. Now, with that said, we have reached the Altus Plateau, but we have not just the Altus Plateau, but we have, we have a few different directions to go, as we've been talking about. And I have been thinking through where I want to focus my attention next. And I think we are going to spend at least a little bit of time checking out Caelid. We already have this initial portion of Caelid revealed. We have, there is a finger reader Crone and a telescope to do some scouting. And of course we have Alexander here somewhere, although it looks like maybe he has moved on. Now that I look at the map again, we may just very quickly actually check here, because it looks like he's no longer listed on the map. So I think either way, though, he has moved, hasn't he? But the door has not opened. Wait a second. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I hope that's not a bad thing. So we don't need to open the door necessarily for Alexander. Also, now that I think of it, how in the hell did he fit? How Alexander might have some tricks up his sleeve that I'm not aware of, because how in the world did that guy fit through either of these passages? Okay, well, Alexander has moved on, but I think we know that he is headed somewhere within Caelid. I presume to be here. That's my guess. But there's also some other stuff to check out. There's a fort over here that I think maybe is connected to this opening that we saw down on by the beach in Limgrave. I at least want to get started, I think, with Caelid, and perhaps we will bounce around as we see fit, because I feel kind of equally torn between Caelid, between the Altus Plateau, and Liurnia and Raya Lucaria. I really want to get back to Raya Lucaria. That it feels like my level of interest is equally peaked in all three of those areas. Now, with that said, we are going to take care of a little bit of stuff here at the beginning. I want to quickly try to take out and explore the Tombsward cave. We did have that as a little bit of, I'm counting it as housekeeping essentially, because it feels like we're sort of done, ready to move on from Limgrave, but we do need to I want to cover everything. I want to do it all. I also kind of want to check back in with Yura, because we did take down Makar, and we got a Dragon Heart. So I'm wondering if anything will have progressed with our friend Yura. And also, I noticed in my footage that I forgot to check out the other thing that we picked up from Makar, which was a weapon. Now, will I be able to find this weapon? That's a good question. Here we go. I could have sorted by recently picked up as well. Gotta remember that's an option. Magma Worm's Scale Sword. Okay, before I do any reading, I just wanna check this thing out. Hold on a second here. Because this looks pretty damn cool. Magma Guillotine? The hell is that? That is not bad. That is not bad. Dude, this scales with faith as well. Okay, it's a curved greatsword. Let's read about it. I did not mean to take it off the bar. Curved greatsword wielded by magma worms. He was wielding this thing, wasn't he? The shape resembles a dragon's jaw and is covered in hard scales. It's said that these land-bound dragons were once human heroes who partook in dragon communion, a grave transgression for which they were cursed to crawl the earth upon their bellies, shadows of their former selves. So that's what's going to happen to us, apparently. Because this is what happens to those who partake in dragon communion. Shit. Okay, so what happened to the Dragonkin soldier then? Was that was just a completely different sort of... They never attained immortality. Perishes decrepit pale imitations. Different paths leading to dragonhood. Really, really interesting. Okay, that's a cool bit of lore there. I like that. It also, it's this is what Yura has been warning us about. The magma guillotine though is sick. Grab the scale sword with both hands as a worm would hold it in its mouth and leap forwards, smashing it into the ground and triggering a blast of magma. Follow up with an additional input to perform a chopping attack. I did not try that. I'm out of... Oh, I'm not two-handing it. Oh, I get it. I get it. Did that spend mana? Did that spend FP? That does, and then there is a little bit extra that you spend when you do the little chop. Okay. Wow. Now this thing is freaking heavy, just like the halberd. So this is, if we're running around with this thing, we're already at heavy load. I would need to situate things. It is actually heavier than the halberd. So, but that is also really freaking cool that we have maybe another, because it scales with faith. But it's a fire weapon. I love the variety of options that we are being presented with, having gone down this faith quality path. That one I'm gonna think about. We're gonna switch back over to the side. And I think this is what I forgot to do. Because we also have this grafted dragon, which I only tried once, really, against the Omen. And I don't think that was the right enemy to try the either the fist weapon moveset or the Bear Witness weapon art. So I want to... Let's get things set back up here without hopefully going over into heavy load territory. We'll have to... I meant to do this off camera, but I will just quickly situate things here. I think I want to have these two options that I can maybe switch between, play around with, have like an AoE option with the Bear Witness, and then my my scythe over here kind of as the main weapon to roll with for the moment. I do like the halberd. We'll probably be returning to the halberd eventually, and we still have the dual wielding Uchi katanas to try out, having the sacred blade on one of them. So many cool things, and now maybe a freaking magma curved greatsword. What the fuck? This game is amazing. Give me some smoldering butterflies. Okay, Yura. Totally am not turning into a magma worm. Don't worry about that. Everything is fine.
You must not forget, though, those who partake in dragon communion. will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning. Only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment. The strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly. It's no surprise that dragon communion is ruinous.
Okay, it's the same dialogue as before, but I kind of wanted to listen to it once again now that we have faced off against the magma worm, and we can really see now what it's a little more understandable what our friend Yura is trying to warn against, keep us from going too far down that path. I get it. I get it. You're just looking out for us, Yura. I appreciate it. I'm a little surprised that you're maybe this is just an NPC that's meant to, because he helped us with that one NPC invasion, and then that's kind of been it. So I don't know if I have missed something in his progression. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we need to get all of the Dragon Communion spells purchased. We need to get like another Dragon Heart. I don't know. Either way, we're heading into the Tombsward cave here. Hopefully nothing too crazy that we're gonna face. Oh, we're facing off against the we got a poison pit. Lovely. So let's actually quickly we're gonna quickly change up our spells to give ourselves some poison. I have boluses though. I do have boluses. We can just use boluses. It's fine. It's just fucking poison. See, actually, honestly, the whole poison thing, like, I'm ready for it. I actually went back to Bestial Vitality because I thought that we don't really need, in most circumstances, we don't really need the the extra healing that we get from the what is it called? The Blessing's Boon. It gives us 8 HP per tick, which is nice, especially against like bosses. But most of the time when we're just running around, don't really need that much. Just it, like, the only thing, the reason that I like the trickle heal is that it lets me, like, when I have little chip bits of chip damage that I've taken, or if I happen to get poisoned or something, that I can, I'm just getting topped off, I'm getting slowly topped off without, like, at this point, I don't even feel like I have to use a stanching bolus because we've got this Bestial Vitality taken away, right? It's just keeping us, at full health, almost. So, which way did we come in? We came in this way, didn't we? I think we came in from this direction. So, we have 2 ways to go. We can drop down over here, or we can go this way. I think we'll go the way that does not drop us down. Oh, hello. Speaking of dropping down. Alright, there are oozes on the ceiling. Poison oozes, it looked like. That one was green, I think. What a wonderful invention that is. 5 stars to the guy who thought that one up. Probably Miyazaki. Poison oozes. Man, there are several diverging paths here. Oh no, never mind. I really do like the style of the Angel's Wings. So cool. I don't know if it's going to be like the most OP weapon art ever, because most of the time we're playing offline, and most of the time I will go ahead and take a bolus in this case. Most of the time there is the fog door. Okay. I mean, we could just knock that out right now, right? We could just knock that out. What do we need? What do we need to worry about? What? This is the fucking boss? A Miranda Blossom? This is what they're throwing at us? so you're gonna poison me to death. I mean, in most normally I would be annoyed, but I don't think this is actually okay. I guess that was a slightly better move. You actually damaged me. Non-poison damage, that is. All right. Oh, wait a second. All right. Out of my game, Miranda Blossom. We now know what they're called. That's cool, at least. And we also have a Viridian Amber Medallion, which my guess is that this is going to give us poison resistance, isn't it? Never mind. What am I thinking? Oh, of course it's like these. No, of course. If I'd have taken just a little bit longer to think about this. Raises maximum stamina. Awesome. I mean, it may not be awesome. I'm also noticing, my little details-oriented brain is noticing that we are actually taking slightly more poison damage than we are getting healing from the Bestial Vitality, but it's basically offsetting it. Okay, Viridian Amber Medallion. And this is, I think, the same text as the others. So we got Cerulean, we've got Crimson, and we've got Viridian. Cool. I was, before I was distracted by the HP situation, what was I going to say about, there's an item up there. There is an item up there. How do I get up there? That medallion, the Viridian medallion, is, probably not that great, just like its counterparts. Considering that we already kind of get the same effect from the Erdtree's Favor, the Fap Ring. We didn't go this way, did we? Where are there going to be oozes? Oh, rats. Okay. We're just gonna get you out of here. Make sure I didn't miss a path that way. And I feel like this is the path up to that bit of loot. Should be. Should lead us up to that little platform, is my sense. There it is. There it is. We got it. And we get an Arteria Leaf. Not bad. Not bad. So I think there is one more path then over this way. Or did we already... Is that what we just did? I'm getting confused. Oh, there's an ooze right there. What I wanted to do was see how it how it responds to Honed Bolt, which I have put back on. Aye, there are rats sneaking up on me. Get out of here. Did they jump up? Okay, I guess they can jump up ledges. I knew that the wolves could jump up ledges, but I had not noticed that the rats were capable of doing that. So, okay, so Honed Bolt. I decided to throw that back on our bar. We have the Dragon Claw, which I really enjoyed last time, and I wanted to play around with the Horns Crucible as well. There's so many fun toys with this build. I think we went this way, right? Yeah, we went this way. I see the loot things that we already did. I will reapply Vitality right now. Nice. Honed Bolt is a fun one that we'd only briefly played around with before. There it is. My suspicion was correct. My suspicion was correct as I was trying to fill in the blanks of my Warriors Cookbook. The gaps in my Warriors Cookbook knowledge. Let's check that out in a moment, but I think we are done here. I think we are gosh darn diggity done with the Tombsward cave. So I'll just make a quick little loop around to make sure we have I think we have just fully cleared it all out. All these little buggers are dead. Are you dead? Maybe there's like a ooze on the ceiling that we have not taken care of, but you know, we've taken pity. We've taken pity on the poor ooze that has slinked away after seeing the massacre that we brought to the rest of the Tombsward cave inhabitants. We could just warp out of here. I don't know why I'm running. It's just in case I see something else, right? You run out of the cave to make sure that you are doubly covering all the ground. But I think we are done. We're gonna rest up here, get rid of that poison. And I'm actually gonna quickly check my notes because I feel like there might have been something else that oh, right. There is something else that we need to check out. So there's a couple things in the inventory, first of all. Let's sort by order of acquisition. Last time, we did pick up this lightning-proof dried liver, which I assumed did not contain anything earth-shattering in the description, and that looks like the case. But it was we picked it up, I think, after running past the ancient dragon. We also picked up these are sorted by order of acquisition. We picked up, I thought we had picked up, oh, I guess it's down here. Some Fulgur Bloom. We also picked this up. I think it was the abandoned coffin and the wrecked entourage. Interesting, though, that there are these traces of lightning in the crafting material and the dried liver, the effects of the ancient dragon that the game was trying to give us a little bit of a preview of. What else do we have, though? We just picked up a cookbook. That's what we have. So now we have filled in number 8, and it lets us do poison grease and drawstring poison grease. Awesome. Awesome. Poison grease, my favorite. Have I ever applied poison grease or poison, what was it called before? I don't think I've ever put poison on a Dark Souls weapon. Will this be the first time that we do that? Probably not. I just don't, like, my brain is not able to, we're doing a faith build. We don't fuck around with poison. That's not our style. We have one other little bit of thing, one other thing that we missed in the ruin-strewn precipice. There was a piece of loot that I noticed in editing that was hidden up on a ledge that I totally missed. So we're going to see if we can get back there. I think it is somewhere. It's up on one of these. It's part of the architecture that we need to navigate toward. I'm also noticing there are some other platforms here, but I'm not sure that we can get to them. Some of these platforms may not be ones that we're meant to get to. I might bring Lutel as a summon here to help get through this section. Also, Honed Bolt is a pretty good spell to have here, isn't it? Oh, Lutel? You wanna... There you are. Oh, no, Honed Bolt is actually not good against them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna die here. I am going to die. I really didn't want to get into a fight with you all. I kind of just wanted to have Lutel as a distraction and then run over to the item that I missed. But I also knew that there was going to be a whole bunch of enemies to go through. Wow, Honed Bolt is actually pretty... It's okay, but it takes a long time to charge up. Once you get it going and you can kind of keep chaining it together, then it's pretty good. But before that, I think I should be able to jump down here. I think this is where I want to go. So we've been poisoned again. Let's get some Bestial Vitality going. I'm just going to drink as well because we're hopefully not going to be here too long. I really did not think through exactly how I was going to accomplish what I wanted to do here. But what I do recognize now is this is where I want to be jumping to because I think there was an item around here, and there was. A Golden Rune 5. Okay, cool. Any other secrets like this that I may have overlooked? Like I see a platform. Down here. I don't think I could jump to that though. There's no angle to get to that. And there's no, usually they're pretty good about giving you a clue by showing you, oh, there's an item over here that you're actually supposed to get here. Like what about this up here? Like yeah, I don't think we're supposed to get there. Okay, I think that is, that's it. That was all I wanted to do. We have now gotten the item in the Runestream Precipice, which means I think my checklist of little housekeeping items is taken care of. So it is time for us to head to Caelid. Or at least dip our toes in. Let's go to the Rotview balcony now that we have this warp point. And I think what we want to do, we're going to survey again here, but I think to start, well, okay, let's actually start by reviewing the dialogue. This was another thing that was lost. The footage that is no longer in existence, or was never in existence really to begin with, was me talking to this spirit who looks like he is wearing the jester outfit that we saw with one of the other spirits, I think outside of Fort Height. I actually don't even remember what this guy said. What did you say? It's rotting. Everything rotting scarlet. The very earth that Caelid rests upon, and Celia, town of sorcery. The end is nigh for us all. Okay. Everything's rotting. Everything's going to hell. That's what it looks like. It sure does look that way. Cannot disagree. I do not want to attack this guy, actually, at the moment. We're going to get into this nonsense eventually. I think, though, the first place that I want to try to get to is the telescope. And I think we'll do it by, we'll follow the road. Something else I will make note of that I think was also in my lost footage. When I was editing the minor Erd tree, the putrid avatar footage, I noticed there was a cave entrance or a catacombs entrance, I think. I think it was the catacombs doors that I saw. So that is something I have marked on the map for us to check out eventually. Let's start making our way down the road. I already did explore this shack and got the loot in here, along with the other type of ooze, a putrid ooze, maybe. Get some faded Erdleaf flowers. Oh, and there is this lovely set of folks. Okay, well, what do we... Let's try this again, actually. Let's try bearing witness and see if that works against you all. much better than going against a single target because it does keep burning. That's the thing that I don't think I had noticed against the Omen, is that there is a residual effect. So you want to be hitting multiple enemies and then letting the damage over time do its trick. Okay, this is a much better. Okay. No, my goodness, that did. Oh, and you give us rot. Okay, that did some damage. Let's get our heal ticking here. I noticed there is a guy in the group here that has the glowing eyes. I like that the damage from the fire knocks them out of their little grab animation. That's cool. Okay. This is taking a little while, but it's fun. Yep, there's the stronger dude. I just barely missed getting grabbed. Fuck. Okay, so not having the damage over time ticking away to make sure that they stay interrupted. When there's a whole group of these guys, we are going to take the time to take you all out because I want my flask back. I want to make sure I get a refill on my flask because y'all made me spend one of my flasks. And you are out of here, and we get our flask refilled. Let's go. Okay, so the rotting zombie apocalypse is here. Joy. Joy, oh joy. Wonderful. So we do have to be careful about getting grabbed by those motherfuckers. And we are also... I don't think I had mentioned this. I noticed it in my recording, but how our flowing locks drenched in blood. I love it. It's morning already. Dang it, I was hoping to kind of explore at night a little bit. But it is already fucking morning. Maybe morning in Caelid is not the worst. Because do you really want to be roaming at night? I actually kind of do. Okay, so we know about this does confirm what I had seen on my recording. Ooh, I noticed something else here. Yeah, let's get that off the screen. Because I want to look in my telescope. I see another magic guardian golem over here. Guarding the way to this place. Interesting. There also might be a divine tower, like right here. Oh, and what's this building? I feel like we've seen this one. I've seen this one at one point before, but I don't know if we figured out what that is. So much interesting stuff to check out. Even if there is fucking rot in every direction that you gotta look out for. Oh, what are these? What in the hell are these? Erdtree Guardians. Erdtree Guardians. Alright. I don't know that fire is gonna be the most effective thing against you guys. Man, it really takes a long time winding up with the scythe. But it does pretty good damage against them. There are so many of you. Holy shit. I have a feeling you'll be not affected by electricity as well as I'd like you to be. Although that's not bad. It's actually not bad. Oh, I thought he was like moving away from the area of effect. We're too far away. Oh, we're not. I take it back. I thought we were then out of range. It does actually pretty cleanly get them in 3 hits, so that's cool. Some Erdtree Guardians. Your putrid avatar is dead, just so you know. I took him out. That was me. I think I explored up over here before. Look at the texture on this tree root with the disgusting rot. So fucking disgusting. And yet I love it. Yeah, I think I found an arteria leaf up here. So I think I've explored in this direction. And then we have the wall right here. So, and then I think the smoldering church on the other side. So we are good. Okay, so let's keep it going. I guess we are going to more thoroughly make our way to the finger reader crone than I initially thought. I was thinking of making a run for it, but now I'm actually wanting to be a little more thorough. Because, my God, this place... Oh, God, it's so gross. I hear a scarab. This way. Ooh. It's a golden scarab. And what the hell are these? Oh my God, the abominations of Caelid. I think we're definitely going to need some help from Lutel. The zombie dogs have gone... This is... dear Lord. The poor Godric soldiers that these things are feasting on. Hopefully they are well and dead out of their misery at this point. Okay, so I do want to get a little honed bolt on the scarab if it'll... Okay. It does give us an incantation. Whirl o' flame. Whirl o' flame. Whirl o' flame, dear flame. Let's check that out. Making sure that the oversized head and the way they're standing on their hind legs is just so unsettling. I want to see my new incantation, though. Why am I an item crafting menu? Flame, dear flame. Sweeps area before caster with stream of fire. This, I think we've seen. Like, flame whip is what this sounds like. Superior incantation of the fire monks. Creates a spiraling stream of fire that burns the area before the caster. Charging enhances potency and reach. I want to try it. Fire beguiles those who gaze into it, and so the guardians of the flame are also its worshippers. Dude, we should go equip this. We will, the next time we are at a site of grace, we will try to do so. What I am going to do, though, is what I said I was going to do. I guess I'm bringing the ashes, or the fanged imp ashes, because I cannot currently afford Lutel, and I don't want to drink, because I'm a greedy motherfucker. I am going to turn on my lantern, because it looks like it's actually becoming nighttime again. Did we already go through? Wait a second, it's morning. It feels darker. It's because it's raining, that's why. It's just because it's raining. Okay, let's get off the horse. I just got a refill on my flask, which I didn't take advantage of. Okay. Wait, way to go, me. Okay, one of you motherfuckers at a time, please. No! Oh my God. Fuck me. Dude! Holy shit. This is bad. This is bad. We gotta bleed, though. We gotta bleed, so the wing scythe... Oh! Wait, I'm out of stamina. I was like, can I please kill this guy? You need stamina to swing your weapon. That's how this game works. Okay, alright. Well, they are susceptible to bleed, but man, they do drop beast blood. Whew. They're a little unsettling. Unnerving. They cover so much ground. It might be a better idea to stay on torrent, actually. Maybe we need to be on torrent. How do they... Crucible of the Horns. Let's see how this does. Still misjudging the range on this spell. Oh, it knocks him down. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, amazing. Okay, okay. And they do not need much. I think we are triggering the bleed within like 2 or maybe 3 hits, which is great. Okay, wow, that Horns. I really need to play around with this spell more. Just the fact that it knocked them down. That was so cool. I want to check out this. I never know exactly what to call them. The wagon, the caboose. I want to check out this vehicle to see if there is a chest. Does it have a chest? It does, I think. Yes. Another weapon. A greatsword. The actual, factual greatsword. Imps, not now. I'm trying to check out a greatsword. Hold on. Hold the phone. There it is. We are Cloud. We still can't wield this thing. Even, dude, we're 1 point away. We need 1 more point in strength and we could two-hand this. This is the good old greatsword. Huh, what if we made this? What if we made this the Sacred Blade? What if we did, like, guts, but holy? Alright, well, that's really cool. That is definitely a classic. How do you do the follow-up? There it is. There it is. That's the classic move. We have the greatsword. Okay. I feel like a lot of people, this is one of those where I feel like a lot of people probably gravitate toward this greatsword weapon, and so my instinct is no, I don't want it. I want to do my own thing. I know that's not how. There's lots of people that gravitate to lots of different weapons, so I am not blazing any trails over here by doing my winged scythe and whatever other nonsense that I'm doing. But the greatsword does feel like probably more, just because, like, I have not read Berserk. I'm not really a big anime or is it manga? I do not consume that entertainment that much. Although I did recently watch Attack on Titan, which is pretty cool. But I am aware that guts is a thing and that is a huge influence. That sort of big old guy wielding a big old sword is a huge influence when it comes to the design of the FromSoft universe. So, the part of me that wants to, though, be a contrarian tends to steer away from the greatsword because it feels like everybody else is doing it. Okay, sidetrack. Let's focus on... Let's keep going around the outside before we get to the big fucking scary bird. Uh-oh. I might not have a choice. I heard you. I heard you. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Okay, all right. Not that scary. I think the wing scythe is like a good choice. The wing scythe is a good choice for this area because at least against these enemies, the bleed, it happens fast. Explosive bolts, you say. There's also a chest. If ever there were a sus chest that we needed to be ready to jump away from the moment that we open it. Not. Okay. Did I actually read the, before we get that chest, let's do a couple. I don't think I actually read the greatsword. I just tried it on for size without reading. How could I? A coarse iron lump of an ultra greatsword mows down foes by utilizing its incredible weight. Though handling it likely requires the wielder to have surpassed the realm of the merely human, it is precisely for this reason the weapon is used to slaughter even inhuman foes. Yeah, it's a good one. Stamp upward cut. Cool, cool. And the explosive bolts. Bolt tipped with a shard of explosive stone. Explodes on impact, dealing fire damage. Checks out. Got it. Got it. Okay, and the item is a rune arc. We are starting to pick up a fair amount of rune arcs. Oh, okay, well that is... The Bestial Vitality does not heal my Fanged Imps. I forgot about that. So maybe we'll switch back to the Blessed Boon so we can heal our friends. And be the cleric, the healer that we're supposed to be. Two of you motherfuckers. Do I have any... Okay, so the problem with Honed Bolt is it is a bit more limited on range. So I don't actually have a kiting spell on my bar. So what I will do instead is I will get some throwing darts, bone darts. And we'll use one of those to hopefully... I'm probably still going to pull both of them. But we can try this at least. We can try this. Wait a second. Oh, I forgot my imps have a bleed effect as well. That's what's going on. That is exactly what's going on. So we are building up double bleed, basically. I did not realize. Okay, so the stuff here does bleed easily, but also I have my imps helping. That's cool. So we did actually pull with the bone dart. We did pull the one. We did pull the one on its own. Okay, I don't want to go too much farther because the fanged imps are about to disappear. Are you actually targeting me? God damn it. I'm just trying to take a look at the... Holy shit. I just wanted to take a look at this guy. We are close to whatever this structure is, and whoever this giant... This guy's not going to be friendly, I don't think. I have a feeling that he is not going to be on the friendly side. Do we need the imps for anything else, though? Maybe it's okay if they hit the road, because I think we've actually cleared out this area. Let's look over it again. Oh, shit. Look at this. Look at this. This sure as hell looks like Radon. We're close enough. We don't need the telescope. This looks like Radon. Are these Radon's forces? They're not actually the soldiers of Godric or any of the other gods. They're red and blue, which I thought was Radagon's forces, but this might be slightly different. I feel like the alignment of the blue and the red might be... They've got Radon on their fucking armor. Dude, okay. That makes sense, right? This is the other exciting thing about Caelid, is that we have this huge backstory with Radon. Well, not a backstory, but we've seen this super fucking awesome trailer cutscene that shows this battle between Radon and Millennia. That's the other big draw to Caelid, which I totally forgot to mention, but of course, we want to know more about that. We don't just want to know about the capital and the Erdtree and the Aldous Plateau. We're not just drawn to Renala and Respec and everything that there is to know about Rhea Lucaria, but we also want to know about Radon and Millennia. Oh, this game is so good. There's so much that I want to know. Okay, I think the imps are going to be disappearing on us, so that's fine. That's fine. Well, they have served their purpose. We're just gonna... We're going to... Oh, hold on a minute. I think... Okay, he's going to try to snipe me again. This is actually, now that I think of it, I think that is the same archer that I have seen previously. Yep. Wow, it actually takes us... That's really interesting. I had not seen that before. It kind of startled me. When you enter into combat, the map actually... It actually kicks you out. That is not picking up an item. Why did I hit square instead of triangle to pick up the rune? I don't know why I did that. Okay. Yeah, we've been here, right? Or we have seen this archer, and he does in fact guard the way to this, which I'm very, very curious to check out. We're gonna stay focused on getting to the finger reader Crone though, first and foremost, which is not far away. I don't think. I think we're pretty close. We just have... Oh, there is a site of grace over there, which I did see before, and I got distracted by other stuff. I should go get that site of grace, shouldn't I? To make sure, in case I have trouble with big old hind legs doggy friends. There's a ruins here to check out. The Caelem Ruins, in fact. We will check those out momentarily. I'm going to first... I got plenty of flasks. We drink, and we use our aspect of the Crucible horns to knock you on your ass. Hopefully, if I can get close enough. Because I have to be close enough. It actually just breaks the stance. Using that and then a charged attack to follow up is a real quick stance break. Okay, we're gonna play around with this horns more and see what other enemies we can knock onto their backside, because that's a great move. Just checking out these other areas here, other parts of the area, making sure there's nothing major. But I think it's, but I think we'll head into the ruins now. Will they let us summon again here? They will. So this time we will bring Lutel to the battle. And we will proceed off of horseback because I want to use my aspect. Oh boy. Oh boy. This dude I feel like is going to explode on me. I don't even want to get close to you. I don't even want to touch you in your rot. I'm out of mana. Okay, I got close to him. So, okay, he was just on fire. I was a little worried that he might try to explode on us. Turn into a little explodey boy, which I was not ready for. Was not ready for that business. Oh, there's another one. There's more of them. Oh, I forgot to switch out my spells, didn't I? Wait a second. He is doing some sort of explodey boy move. He is, motherfucker. Look at that. Watch out, Lutel. Excuse me? Hello? What the? Oh my god, it's a fucking flame chariot. Oh my god. Okay. So, the thing with these guys, there's supposed to be a way to do a plunging attack, right? I don't know if we're going to be able... I don't know if we're going to have the opportunity to do that, though. Unless with Torrent we can, like, jump up. I don't know I'm going to be able to do that. I don't think I hit him. Holy shit. Shit. The spin move that comes out of nowhere. Okay, I don't know how to do a plunging attack on this one. That's something I got to keep thinking about. How we are going to manage to do that. 5 smoldering butterflies and 3 fire blossoms. Lutel needs a little bit of healing, and I took my boon off of the bar. Why did I do that? I regret everything. And there was a site of grace there too that I was supposed to sit at and change up all my spells. Oh, there are smoldering butterflies here, and there are more of you motherfuckers. If we can just get close, actually, I think we can get them to go into suicide mode. I just need to make sure. There's so many of them now all of a sudden that I'm just gonna, if I'm not careful, I'm gonna run sideways into them as they explode. Lutel is gonna die, I think. Oh, I don't know. They're not doing as much damage as I was thinking they might. Oh my god. There are so many fucking oh my god, there's so many suicide bombers, and there's another flame chariot. Great. Lutel's gone. Lutel is gone. How do I want to handle this? Shit. That's what you want to do, is you want to get them to into one of these. You want them to get in it. You want to bait them into an attack. Okay. Well, alrighty. We are going to redo our spells. That went poorly. We need to figure out this plunging attack business. How do we get a plunging attack going against these guys? The structures around here do potentially allow that, but we got to be much better in the parkour. So I definitely need this so I can heal. Man, I mean, Lutel was pretty good against those guys. Or she was decent, at least. I think I want something other than Honed Bolt. I actually want the direct Lightning Spear. The problem with Honed Bolt is it doesn't have the same range that Lightning Spear does, and it also just takes a little while to charge up. And I kind of just need the quick Lightning Spear sometimes. So, do I want to switch to... The problem is that we're facing enemies that are probably not, like, weak to fire. Well, at least not yet. Maybe there will be some. So we're gonna throw this. I at least want to try this. Let's just try the whirl of flame. Whirl of flame. Okay, yeah, that's about what I would have expected. And you can charge it to increase the potency. Okay. And it looks like it's probably about the same. It is the same FP cost, I think. Okay, all right. So that's probably not. We're not going to be using that when we go into the ruins here. But who knows? Who knows? We might have some options. There might be some enemies where that becomes an option that we want to pursue. Oh my god, my runes are right in the middle of you all. Oh, they do chase you for a bit before they explode, I see. So they don't just immediately trigger necessarily. Where the hell did that... Oh, the flame chariot's over there. So it would actually probably be good for us to sneak up on it. I mean, I guess from here you might be able to do a plunging attack. Now that I'm thinking of it, how exactly is this plunging attack supposed to work? What are we plunging down to? What am I... Okay, that was the weirdest thing that I thought I had gotten over this instinct to to just like react by like pressing L1 to guard with a shield. I thought that was something that was in the past. I thought I had put that behind me. Nope. That's a nope. It's probably not a good idea for me to just stand in front of the enemy that runs you over. That's probably not the smartest move. Just an idea. Okay, at least my runes are up here. No! Spin move is the worst. I hate it. I hate it. Don't you spin around now? Don't you spin around now? I think Lutel disappeared because I went outside the... I went outside the goddamn ruins and I lost Lutel. Which is unfortunate, because I don't think I can resummon her now. That's unfortunate. Okay, I actually, I don't really want to super fuck around with this place. Let's just look for what is sometimes... Usually the main attraction with ruins is trying to get to the underground grotto that is hidden somewhere within them. Which I have not seen yet. I have not seen any underground passages. I guess there's some loot hiding here. Some drawstring fire grease. Great. Definitely need that. Definitely need some melted mushrooms. Have we picked up melted mushrooms before? Yeah, we've got those in Shifra, right? Oh my god, there's another one of these here. There's the underground. Except now he's guarding it. I have no idea what that plunging attack... The plunging attack tip... I have no idea how I'm supposed to utilize that. Okay. Oh my god, it's all scorched down here. Oh shit, this is a fog gate. This is a traverse the mist. Huh. Okay. Game on. Game on. Two of you guys. Mad Pumpkinhead Hammer, Mad Pumpkinhead Flail. It doesn't knock them over. Okay. Yeah, none of my moves have any knockback against Pumpkinheads because they are big boys. Two of you, huh? It's not quite Ornstein and Smo, but it's always disconcerting having to fight against two of you. And I don't really have a whole lot of flasks. What I should do is probably drink my flask of Wondrous Physic. Try to give myself... Might need to keep the distance, actually. Their helmets block spells. Trying to get myself situated here. Would you please attack me? Okay, didn't quite come out the way that I wanted it to. Why did I go for a charge attack there? Am I out of flasks? I got one more. I need the flail guy. God damn it. That's not switching to not two-handed. Man, it sucks that their big old fucking head blocks the lightning bolt. Damn it. Okay, if I had the right flask distribution there, that would have been fine. We would have been fine. It also might be better to just go Golden Vow, because I don't know that we're going to trigger a bleed on them. So I think we might just go with the Golden Halberd. And we'll switch up our... We can get some fire resist action going. So we switch to these gloves. So we're medium load. We switch up our spells a little bit here. We'll definitely switch our flasks over to... We'll give ourselves the full 10. Which is the first time we've had that. Good old Firelink Shrine flasks. OG Firelink Shrine. And then for spells, I guess we'll give ourselves the Trickle Heal. Because it's one of these things where, like, in the heat of battle, I don't necessarily want to be reapplying this. But if I can just apply it for a boss fight and have it for, like, 90 seconds, why not? Because I don't think we're going to be... Well, if I was going to use spells, I don't like Lightning Spear because it keeps hitting them in the fucking head. Would there be, like, should we put Black Flame there? Maybe Black Flame could be a thing. This Dragon Claw, I don't know if I want to be tanking hits from both of these guys. Could poison ever be the answer for the pumpkin heads? Let's try it. Let's try it and see. Hold on. I want to do this like this, and then I want this guy here, and then we'll give ourselves fire protection as well. That's the other thing we can do, is we can give fire damage negation. I think that works. I think that is what I want. Just on a lark, we're gonna try Poison Mist, I guess. Oh, if I'm using Golden Halberd, I might need to remix the... We want to do Strength instead of Faith, right? I had switched over to the Faith because I believe it actually gave me better boost to my scythe damage. And also it potentially, it also boosts our spells as well, just giving us more faith. But I think this is what we want for using the Halberd and the Golden Vow. So, let's get back over there, if I can find this place. Problem is, it's guarded by the goddamn flame chariots. I need to remember where the hell... I think I see it. Can I get there without attracting any attention? Is that a possibility? I'm okay with getting attention from these stupid suicide bombers, but I don't think I can get into this place without being spotted, at least by one of these big green skulls. But if we come from this side, then we might be able to just quickly drop down in. And then we will see if we can apply all our stuff here. So we'll do this. I guess I need to do this. And then this. And then I really need to focus on getting my runes back is the first thing I want to do. That is... Did I hit him in the head again? Is that what's going on there? Did I get him? I poisoned him. It is doing so little damage. What the fuck? The flail guy seems to come closer. But it's the hammer guy who's poisoned. So I don't know. Should I be trying to do guard counters? We're definitely taking a lot less damage. Oh, there we go. I finally didn't hit him in the fucking head. Shit. At least the poison is ticking away on Mr. Hammer, so that's cool. Probably need to reapply the Golden Vow here. And there goes our mana. Shit. Shit. Motherfucker. Can't get close to these guys. Man, the range. I hate that well, I guess I swung through it there. Strong attack is not the way to go, though. My range is terrible. Finally, oh my god, okay. I might pop a foul foot for these guys because they might be worth. We'll find out. Soon enough. Because now that one of you is all I have to deal with, we're good. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's not the... not the most... not the toughest boss ever, but one of the most annoying. Having to deal with 2 pumpkin heads at once is not particularly fun, I must say. I am not a fan of this, and I hope it is not something that we're going to be seeing a lot of. All right. Okay, there's no Sellen at the end of this particular pumpkin heads under a ruins, which was the result of the first time that happened. That's what I did this for. 8k runes and a visage shield. Can't even wield it because it takes 44 strength. This is a great shield. Tongues of Fire is the weapon art. I am RP walking here because I am so overloaded. What in the actual hell, dude? I gotta say, there is part of me that kind of wants to make a build to do this. Because what the actual hell? Imagine Imagine doing an entire run with this thing at your side. Because who would want to attack you while you're holding this? Tricksome bronze shield depicting the face of a fire giant. That's right, it's fire giants that these guys are supposed to be. Several tongues leap from its open mouth. The dreadful visage and burning flames are designed to remind one of the horror of facing a fire giant. That's supposed to be... Sorry, as I hit the mic there inadvertently. Aren't we supposed to be eventually facing fire giants out in Mount Gelmir or something? In other words, this shield has an instructional function. And it tongues of fire, ready the shield, then spray violent jets of fire from the tongues protruding from its maw. Hold to continue spraying fire. This skill can be used while walking. You walk slowly forward. I like the quizzical look there. That's good. And... Huh? 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 Nothing happened. The perplexed look that nothing happened. Okay, this poison mist was pretty much a bust. I guess we got something. We got a little bit of trickle damage. As much as I am in love with trickle heals, you'd think I would like poison just as much when it comes to getting value while the fight is going on, damaging the enemy. Let's get rid of this, please. Please get this away. Away from me. Away! Away! I want out of the Caelem Ruins. I want out. Let's respec for... We might actually go... Honestly, 6-4 is probably a little too... Let's go back to the lineup that we had. Sort of the lineup that we had. Hone Bolt can be pretty fun, but man, it has such a long windup. I feel like that's the part that I'm having a little trouble getting used to. But I do want to keep playing with Crucible Horns, and then the other spell that I do kind of want to maybe play with if we get the enemies to face off against with is the the Whirl of Flame. I love the name. That rhymed. Let's move on here. Let's reapportion our flasks. And I feel like 7-3 might be good, because we are... How often are we really realistically running out of FP? When that starts happening, we might even go 8-2. I'll leave 7-3 for now. Wondrous Physic, I am going to go back to the Faith, because I'm going to switch back to the Scythe, and then the... Even if fire is not super effective against a group of enemies that we're facing, the little chip damage that it does to interrupt enemies when you're facing a bunch of them might just be useful. That might be something to play around with. If it's like tiny enemies that easily are ones with no poise that you can just interrupt. That was pretty useful against those grabby boys. We have a lot of runes. We were very close to another level up, so I think we will do that. Let's pop some runes, shall we? Let's pop some runes here. What do we need? 2,400? Because we have some in our stash. Let's use them. 2,400. So we do 2 of these. Did I maths correctly? Looks like I did. I feel like I might need more hit points. Do we keep going down the Faith? The Faith path. There's that big old ball of fire that takes 41 Faith, which we... If I put... This is interesting, actually. I was thinking about this off camera. We have this Marika's Scar Seal now, which does boost our Faith by 3 points, as well as Mind. We could... If we drink the Faith Flask of Wondrous Physic, which boosts our Faith by 10, and we use the Marika's Scar Seal, we could use that one spell. I don't remember what it's called at this point. Is that what I want to do, though? Or do I just want to level endurance? Having more equip load would not be a bad thing. I think we should spend a little bit of time leveling up endurance. Because you always need stamina, and equip load, getting that as well, in addition to our stamina, is good. Let's go endurance. And as always, we can fine-tune our build when we finally get to Renala. Okay, cool. Let's get back out into the world. I think we're done. I think at least I am done with the ruins. I don't know that I want to take the time to clear out 3 of these stupid chariots. I don't know what reward we might get. Let's just quickly run through and see if there are any other bits of loot that we missed, but I feel like we've explored this. I feel like we have done our due diligence. And that it is time to move on. Get a handful of runes here from the Suicide Squad. Oh, there, I do see another Site of Grace. As we are now, aha, here is our telescope. Who are we in combat with? Just making sure we're not being chased by a chariot. Let's get the Site of Grace. First things first. And then we take a quick look around. There's a minor Erdtree here, isn't there? In addition to potentially a Divine Tower. Very, very interesting. And we are actually pretty close now to the Celia Crystal Tunnel. We're connecting the dots. I think I see another weird-ass bird thing hanging out on the other side of whatever this is. I am enjoying Caelid so far, but it also is, it just has this really, really, oh, hi, you are watching us. This really disturbing, unsettling vibe about it. Let's talk to our 3rd finger reader, Crone, and maybe she will give us a clue on where to go and what to do.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers.
No problem. It's a little bit of a funky request, but we're used to it by this point.
Oh, bless you.
Settle down.
Are you one for festivals or flowers? To the south, a grand festival to make the stars turn. To the east, the heart and bud of a flower to be. But dare you enter into the heart of the scarlet rot?
Yeah, that the sound of entering into the heart of the Scarlet Rot might have a similar effect on me. That's actually kind of understandable. The festival to the south. The festival is to the south. And then the Scarlet Rot to the east. Is that the... I wonder if Celia is the heart of the Scarlet Rot. Smoldering Wall is where we're at here. Let me just review that one more time here.
You're...
Just quickly go through the dialogue.
Are you...
Festivals or flowers?
A grand to the east, but dare...
Okay, okay. So the mention of a festival is interesting because I think that's where actually Alexander was going. Alexander was heading for a festival. And so it sounds like he's not actually going to this place up north. So I don't know what the heck this is. Let's look at the telescope. Let's do some sightseeing. Only the second telescope that we've come across. I was thinking these would be a more frequent mechanic. Looks like there's another set of ruins down here. Right, we do have the ability to zoom in. This one looks like it is in a pool of scarlet rot, though. I see a staircase leading down. Okay. More lovely zombie dogs. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. There's one of these things. I think this is one of those things from one of the loading screens. It's got, like, the two Sen's Fortress blades swinging on the sides. So that's where those guys are. They're out here in Caelid. Maybe I should have guessed that. We've got, potentially, this is the fort that has the other half crescent. Not as urgent now that we have already kind of made our way up to the Altus Plateau. It's not as much of a priority to try to get access to the Grand Lift, but we'll still want to do that. I'm noticing now this is also a skull here, is it not? There's actually a giant fucking skull in the side of this hill. I think I see eye sockets and sort of a mouth question mark. Is it a fire giant skull? Is that what we're seeing here? Is like these are like the decayed remains of giants? If this is a divine tower, it doesn't look like we have access from this angle. It looks like the entrance is on the opposite side. What is this thing? That looks like that's going to come to life. That looks like an enemy, some sort of... It has a dragon-like quality to it, like you can see, like, dragon wings. It looks like a tiny dragon. And it feels like it's going to come to life. Oh, there is a shack up here. Okay. An artist shack, potentially? How the hell would we get a plunging attack on these guys? How the hell would we do that? And is there... Are we trying to do a plunging attack onto, like, the top of their skull? I thought the plunging attack was to, like, hit the guy in the back. The guy that's kind of exposed. But maybe the plunging attack is supposed to be that little... There's, like, a little... Tiny little opening, sort of to the back part of the top of the skull. I don't know. I don't even know how I would do that. There's this motherfucker. Okay, there is still so much to explore. I guess there's this ruins out here as well. I remember there was an entrance that had a stone sword key I think we had to spend, and there's the Rot View balcony where we started. And then there's this fort down here, which I am kind of curious to check out. Seeing if there's any other little details that stand out, but I feel like that's a good once over with the telescope here. Let's look at our map now and see. I think I might make a beeline for this fort and try, because I'm curious. So this fort is actually curious for a couple different reasons. I had forgotten this other thing that I was noticing when I looked at the map off camera. What is below? What is below that fort? And, well, actually, I take it back. It's not that fort necessarily that is the interesting part. It's the jail tunnel. The jail tunnel is what is right above this part of the Shifra River. That was the connection that I had made. I was looking at this last night, and I realized, oh, that tunnel entrance is suspiciously right above this part of Shifra River. Is it possible we would get below, there would be a way down through the jail tunnel to get to that other part of Shifra? Let's go back to the Rot View balcony then. Let's go back over here and maybe poke around. Because the entrance to the jail tunnel there is the rear entrance, right? But I want to take another look. There is also this part down here that has, like, we see the stone sword key that you have to get into at some point. Having a little indecision at the moment. Just trying to think where I would want to go next. If I could find the front entrance to the jail tunnel, that would be really interesting. I feel like I see a site of, I don't know if you all can see this, but I feel like I see a site of grace that is way, yep, site of grace right there. Okay, well that's something we can get. I did not mean to, I already made it through this graveyard. That was another thing. Picked up the runes in this graveyard off camera. Well, I thought I was recording, and then my footage was lost. My video card crapped out on me. Hopefully that does not happen again. Oh, there's a camp down here, and maybe there is a cave entrance. I'm in combat with somebody, though. I think it's the oozes that were back up here or something. We also have Radon soldiers. Give myself some soft cotton here so I don't alert the troops when I fall down. That's a cool backstab animation. Okay, hold on here. Hold on here. Okay. Smithing stones, level 2. So the Radon soldiers out here, they are guarding a tunnel. Okay, why did I think, when I was looking at the map, I thought that I had accessed this jail tunnel through Limgrave. I thought we had come in this way, but that was just the rear entrance. So it doesn't show, it shows the warp point, but it doesn't show like the entrance icon like it normally does for a set of caves or tunnels. There's the troll down there. Okay, so we're actually going to check out this tunnel then, I think. Because this was... It is the jail tunnel. I want to turn on my light. Well, I'm at least going to grab the site of grace one way or the other. Hi there. Oh my god, there's 2 of you. We'll take care of this guy. Interesting. There's no elevator. Huh. There's no elevator. So once you drop into the jail tunnel, you are kind of, you're in for the long haul because we can't warp out. So, okay. I think we will check this out though. I think I will still check this out. But that is, I think, the first tunnel where they've done that to us. A point of no return. Somber Smithing Stone 2. The level 2 bolstering materials suggests that we're probably not in a place that's going to be too difficult for us. We'll find out. We'll find out shortly. Smithing Stone 3. The Smithing Stone 3s are a good pickup for us. Because that lets us level our finger seal. Our sacred seal. So the Radon forces are guarding this tunnel. Oops, did not mean to fall down. I'm guessing they're Radon forces. If I am deciphering things correctly here, I feel like that is what's going on. A little disappointed that my lightning spear did not kill that guy in one blast, though. Why the hell is there a... I swear, these stinking octopus. How are they getting in these caves? Who let in the octopus? It don't make any sense to me. There was a smithing stone 4 there, apparently, that I did not see. So there's a path to the right. And maybe we will just take that path. We'll take the first path that presents itself in our diverging paths inside of a tunnel. Wow, so many of you guys. And there's a big one. I was hoping I would get the lightning bolt underneath the underneath your tentacles. Jesus Christ. I can't get in a word edgewise against you, motherfucker. Let's try that again, shall we? That builds up the bleed so quickly against them. And also we get the stance break. Okay. Alright, alright. They can go a little when the big octopus goes a little buck wild. It's a bit dangerous. You can't be completely asleep at the wheel. A cross Naginata. Let's check that out, shall we? Somber Smithing Stone 4s are also really good because that lets us upgrade the scythe. A what was this weapon? A cross Naginata? Is that gonna be next to the Uchi? Cross Naginata. You know what? I forgot. We have the ability to do this. Let's just make life easy on us. Oh, this is a spear. Dude, I think this might be... I want to say this is like... This feels like... The term, of course, Naginata feels like a Japanese word. And so I suspected it would be like an Uchi type weapon. But now seeing that it's a spear, I think this is the weapon. This takes me back to the opening cutscene in Sekiro. And also just like the 7 spears in general, right? I think this might be one of the weapons that was used by the 7 spears. Maybe. Weapon consisting of a 3-pronged blade affixed to a long pole. The long central blade closely resembles a katana, a weapon of the Land of Reeds, known for its ability to be wielded as a spear while still being capable of performing slashing attacks. We are not able to wield it due to insufficient dexterity. Need a couple more points in dexterity along with our Scar Seal, if that was the way we wanted to go. Not feeling super drawn to that weapon. We played around a little bit with the Patch's spear when we were still kind of a scrub and thought that a +7 weapon was a really good come up in the world for us. Also still bug patches. So we're in the jail tunnel, manned by what I presume to be Radon's forces, and our usual cast of miners. Some of these guys I think are going to be the exploding variety of enemy. Well, some of them are also fire breathing. I don't think they're going to be too responsive to... Wait a second. The scythe actually is good against them. Is it because it does holy damage? I think that might be why. I was a little surprised that the scythe actually did something, because I'm so used to these guys being you know, not susceptible to physical damage. But we have holy damage as well. We don't just do physical damage. You're just gonna sit there and take it? Fine by me. I'm loving that we're getting these bolstering materials, though. These are right up our alley. Good pickups. Now, the jail tunnel is not... It's not as... Dude, really? You had to do that, didn't you? You just had to go there. Did I... I'm wondering. So these guys did not... They did not aggro to me. Is that because they don't respond to the horn? Or is it because we actually interrupted the horn? Like, is there a game mechanic at play here where, yeah, we heard the horn start to sound, but it didn't actually sound all the way? Like, we actually interrupted him halfway through? Oh, it's gold pickled foulfoot. I'll take it. And so because we interrupted him, it actually didn't count. Just a little detail. The sorts of little details that I like to wonder about. But I was going to say that the jail tunnel is not as... I was originally very compelled to try to find a way here because I thought, well, we got to let Alexander through. But it feels like he's already gotten through. Maybe as a result of our presence in Caelid, the fact that we have started just making our way into Caelid in some regard. Now, in this case, who exactly are you blowing the horn for? Who exactly is coming to the rescue? Large glintstone scraps. So many smithing stones, 3 and 4. 5 grace mimics. Is that the first time that we've actually picked those up? We have picked up a grace mimic before. Might be fun to use one of these. Light shows the path, but without order. I don't know if we want to use it in a tunnel. Unless, does it actually show you where the boss is in a tunnel? Is that what the grace mimic is supposed to be? I feel like we're getting close to the boss regardless. Because it looks like we are at boss doors. Or we're also, I think, at the rear entrance. I feel like this is the door. There it is. We have opened the rear entrance. Cool. So we have a site of grace. And that's, of course, how we get out of the jail tunnel. We don't need an elevator to go back up and out because we have the exit. I am seeing something what looks like something very big. It's not... It looks like it has lots of scales. Are we facing another dragon? We're going to prepare by doing what? We're going to prepare by doing this. And this. And we go. I should have actually sat at the thing to give me back all my flasks, but it's fine. It looks like a dragon. Oh, it's another magma worm. Oh my god. And if I remember correctly, you don't respond to lightning particularly. So we want to be doing other... Dude, why are you so annoying? Why must you be this way? Dude, his eyes are actually really cool. There's like rainbow eyes. That's sick, dude. I'm out of stamina. Ah, there was a tail whip. This might not be the right weapon for this guy. but I'm like hopeful that maybe we can get a bleed. Oh, I didn't roll a time. Might be dead. Because I actually was stuck. I thought I could roll to the side, but there was a rock in the way. Who put that rock there? God damn it. Actually, am I going to be able to warp? Oh, shit. I did not do that correctly, did I? I needed to sit at... Maybe it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, shit. Okay. So I am going to have to make a run for it here. Do I want to respec? I do. Because we want fire protection. Frickin' magma worm. These magma worms are annoying. Also, man, the golden halberd is just really good. The golden halberd is kind of fucking good. The winged scythe did not seem to be the greatest weapon choice there. So, we're going back. We are going back to the halberd. Because I like it. Not that stupid great shield. The loveliest great shield in the world. We are still medium load. Good. I think we keep that lineup the way that it's supposed to be, and we just give ourselves, we give ourselves the fire protection. Right? We give ourselves Blessing's Boon and Flame Fortification, and that's it. And we're good to go. I also like the fact that the Golden Vow, or the halberd has so much damage reduction. We're going to the left here, I think. I hope we're going to the left. I hope that's the right path. What I'm going to also do this time is I'm going to make a run out. I'm going to sit at the site of grace next to the boss. Because that would have been the smart thing to do, not to replenish my flask, but to give me a warp point. Because you can't warp, well, a save point, a checkpoint, a spawn point, that's the word. Because you cannot warp inside of a tunnel that you haven't beaten the boss yet. Fortunately, it's not that far of a run. It's a small little tunnel. It's just a shorty. I'm going to slightly respec here to give me the strength. Maybe that's not even worth the trouble. The amount of damage that I gain is probably not that much. But I'm doing it. Because that's what I do. I also didn't respec my flasks. It's fine. It'll be fine. I forgot I have runes. Probably pick up my little pittance of runes. Yeah, I like the jump attacks that we get. Dang it, there's that move. That's the move from the magma worm sword. How did I miss you? What? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I hate that he does this gaping dragon charge at you nonsense. I hate it. This guy feels so much more annoying than the one we fought last time. Like, what in the fuck? Ay, ay, ay. So fucking annoying. Oh my god, I'm not guarding. He comes, he draws the sword back. Okay. Get away from him. Let him flail about. This fucker. This fucker! I was hoping, if I tried to roll, I knew I was gonna be like trapped. I was gonna be in a bad position if I tried to roll, so I was hoping that I would maintain some iframes long enough for him to go by. I really, honestly, I legitimately feel like this guy has more health than the other dang Makar. That's what it feels like. Hold on. We're gonna hold on a second here. This is not the end of the world. We are going to give ourselves more healing flasks, though. Not the end of the world. It's not probably going to be what determines, because we still had like 5 flasks left there. But I am going to give myself, we're gonna go 9-1, just in case I want to take an extra drink of mana, which I will probably do just before the fight. I think I'll just use, like I did this last attempt, we'll just use it before the fight. So we'll do this. Yo, honestly, no, that does reset it. Okay. Why did I think, is it the Blessing's Boon? One of these buffs does last through a Site of Grace reset. Yeah, okay, so the Blessing's Boon does. And I think maybe the Flame Fortification does as well. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. This is such over-optimization. You do not need to do this, folks. Do not be like Akinar over-optimizing. It's not something you need to worry about. Do not try this at home. This is not something that I'm probably even gonna do next attempt. But it's totally not necessary. Just go in and take on the boss. And avoid getting hit. Just don't get hit, forehead. And stay toward the center. That's what you need to do. Stay toward the center, so when he breathes and starts his charge, you are not cornered. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. I ran into lava. I was like, what hit me? Oh, yes, there we go. That was the other thing I guess we did last time, huh? We got some critical hits against Makar. Oh, why am I so bad with the range? Why must I be this way? He's not going into berserk mode just yet. Now he goes. Okay, there we go. Let's get our... We have our stamina back. We have our stamina back. I still can't hit you. He's going berserk on us. Okay, we're not trapped. Just don't get fucking trapped. I'm gonna drink because I have 9 flasks. There's no need to be greedy. Okay, get the fuck out of here, dude. Oh my god, he gives us a dragon heart? I should have popped a gold Foulfoot. Okay. We got another dragon heart. And we got a moon veil. Is that a katana? Let's actually this time read the dragon heart. Let's make sure we read that, motherfucker. But I think this is probably the same text as before, right? Gravelstone. Yeah, this is the detail that I did not fully internalize the first time, is that the way they're not dragon scales on the heart. It's just the heart is riddled with gravelstone. Continues to beat vivaciously. Well, holy shit, we got another dragon heart. We can go full dragon communion now. I wonder if there are other... We're only a fraction of the way into the game, right? This cannot be the last dragon heart in the game. There's got to be, like, more dragon communion spells or something. Let's check the weapon that we got, which I feel like it is a katana. Scales with intellect. Okay. That makes sense if it's called Moonveil. I thought for a second, did we get a really sick casting sword? We did, but not one for a holy build. I love the sound of Moonveil, though. Katana forged of glintstone. Great artwork. Masterpiece of a Celian swordsmith. Light enwreathes the blade when sheathed, explaining its Moonveil moniker. The unique skill is Transient Moonlight. Sheath blade, holding it at the hip in a composed stance. Follow up with either a normal or strong attack to draw the blade at great speed for an instant slash attack. Both attacks fire off a wave of light. So it basically is the same thing as Unsheath, except way fucking cooler. I want to do that. I want to do that. Dude. That sounds so cool. Moonveil. How the hell did you eat? Did the fucking magma worm eat the wielder of Moonveil? So this would take us actually where? I mean, we can warp wherever we want now, so I'm curious to see where this takes us, but I think it just takes us back. Well, it should take us to the entrance, should it not? Which goes back out into Caelid, I think. And it does, so that's how you get out. Okay, cool. The Golden Halberd is, I mean, there is something to be said about just having a big old hefty weapon that just knocks fools over, or almost knocks them over. It's really cool. So the jail tunnel has been opened. Or it has been... Wait a second, am I... Oh! Okay, I was... I thought I was seeing... So I saw the site of grace over here. And then I saw the footprints of the invisible scarab. But I thought that initially that those footprints were another site of grace. I thought, what in the hell is that site of grace placement? Also, these freaking... What are we going to call these guys? What are we going to call the kangaroo zombie dogs? They are such a wonderful addition to our gameplay experience. I want to get to the site of grace, first of all, though, is what I want to do. So we're going to go here. We're going to get to the site of grace because there is a fort in the vicinity that may be something we want to check out. Let's rest. Fort Jail North. I'm hoping it's pronounced jail. I think... Maybe it's actually Gael. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hold on. Hold on here. Hold on a second. Does it show... Oh, shit. It might be Gael. Because... Everjail is spelled with a G-A-O-L. And this is spelled with G-A-E-L, which I think is the same as Slave Knight Gael. I think it might be Gael. All right, let's go with Gael, because it doesn't really make sense. Jail tunnel. This is this Fort Why would you name your fort Jail? It's Fort Gael, right? I want to check out the fort next, though, because I am curious whether it might... Well, one thing we know, or at least I think we know, is that it doesn't seem like the Gael Tunnel connects down to the Shifra River. However, what if the Fort Gael may connect in some way? Maybe not. I'm just really like, I feel like this is a part of the game that we are not able to access, that we should be able to access. But I could be making shit up. What the hell do I know? I suppose I should also quickly note that I think I am going to pick up the DLC. I think after talking with my sister, it does sound like the DLC is set up to where it's kind of like the DS3 DLC, in that it is endgame content, but the way that you access it, or like the I don't know exactly how it's accessed, whether it's an NPC or some other chain of events that leads to it, but however it's done, it is something that you could naturally, organically access as you are playing the game, as opposed to playing the game all the way through the base, playing through the base game all the way, and then installing the DLC after the fact and having to be told where to go. So I think that might be something that I do. Now, as I am recording this episode, the DLC is not yet out. I am recording, I try to record these a bit in advance because my schedule doesn't always allow me to record at the same pace every single week. So I try to have some episodes in advance so you all get regular uploads. But yeah, the DLC is coming out very soon. For me, as of recording this, for you all, you will have been playing the DLC now for probably about a week or so. Do I want to keep trying this Dragon Claw? I think so, actually. There's a lot of spells that I want to have fun with. So many different ones. I need more memory slots. But yeah, I think that will be something that I do. So look for in the coming episodes for us to have the DLC along for the ride. I don't know that it's really going to change things all that much in the base game, if at all, other than the potential to run into NPCs or other sorts of breadcrumb elements that would lead us into the DLC naturally. So anyway, respecing my build here to go back to kind of the exploring the world build. I will say I am really liking this golden halberd. We're gonna keep playing around with the scythe, as well as the it was right below the golden halberd. It's right here. We're also going to keep playing around with the I kind of like this grafted dragon is fun, but the damage that we're doing with our golden halberd, and it just kind of simplifies things as well. You're using this big old two-handed weapon that just knocks enemies back, knocks them out of attacks, does more poise or stance damage. It's really cool. And I'm having some thoughts about just focusing exclusively on that weapon. All right, I'd like to try to figure out if we can get this Ash of War. Ooh, I'm also realizing that we might be able to get a plunging attack on that flame chariot. Maybe we can figure out how this is actually done. Maybe we should do that first as well. Maybe that should be our first priority before we think about... Oh no, here it is. It comes over here. It actually does. It does actually come in this direction. Oh, it really takes a long, winding path. And then it comes through here. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. We'll come back to this scarab momentarily. What I'd like to do first is maybe make my way up the hill here. There are smoldering walls to get by. which we'll do first. What was that? What was being fired at us? I gotta be careful with the strong attack on the side. That does have a very long windup. A red mane surcoat. There it is. I think this is going to confirm what we already know to be the case. Red mane surcoat, though. If nothing else, it's a potentially a kind of a cool Fashion Souls option. I really do like this Banished Knight armor at the same time. Armor worn by soldiers who fought by General Radahn's side. The surcoat depicts a red-maned lion raising a sword in the image of Radahn. Thus, they were red manes, and all proved they were worthy of the name. These are Redmane forces, Radahn's forces. So this is one of his forts? Oh. Oh, that is... What in the hell? That was being fired at us, wasn't it? That was directed at us. Boy, that's kind of a cool attack, but man, it takes a lot. Oh shit. Oh my god, it's like what's his face? Gosh, who am I thinking of? It's the oh my god, this attack. Okay, I need some stamina. I need stamina. I also probably didn't do a good thing here by aggroing and getting the horn guys to attract all this attention. Lutel? Yo, okay, that didn't do as much damage as that could have done. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're gonna get our trickle heal going, and we're gonna drink as well. We're gonna get both of these things working in our favor. What enemy am I thinking of? Not Gwendolyn. Not Gwendolyn. Oh, that is so cool. I'm about to die here, though. I'm not careful. It can be the aspect of the horns can be so fun. An explosive great bolt, smoldering butterflies. All right, we're taking on the forces here, trying to whittle down Radahn's forces. They like to carry around shrooms, apparently. Radahn's forces have resorted to shrooms. Still don't quite have the range on this horns spell. Lots and lots of shrooms. He really covered some ground, didn't he? Let's give Lutel some healing. Make sure she's getting the trickle heal. Stay with us, Lutel. Okay, all right, we're making our way through here, slowly but surely. Actually, not so slowly but surely. We're just kind of going gung ho today. I'm kind of in a gung ho mood compared to what the normal meticulous approach that I would try to take. There's too much in Elden Ring. I'm starting to get impatient. I'm starting to realize that we gotta make some progress here. I thought I was gonna get up. I still have not been able to think of the boss from DS3 that has those. The one that ate Gwendolyn. Oh no, you're on our. How do we do a plunging attack here? How do we do it? I don't know. I think Lutel is gone. I think Lutel has fallen. Salute to Lutel. Our aim with the lightning spear on horseback, not so good. Plunging attacks. I don't understand this one. Don't quite understand the plunging attacks and how they're... How are you meant to do that? Like, this would be the perfect spot for it, right? This would be the perfect spot. I didn't realize there was a guy behind me. There is a fire component to the fist attack, which I don't think I'd seen at first. And these guys don't exactly have a ton of poise either. So I guess these guys, this fist weapon is actually not the worst. But I'm still... We got a Radon soldier helm. Okay. Smithy Stone 3. I'm still just kind of flummoxed over what to do about this. What to do about this. God dang. Maybe I should try the R1. I'm trying to do an R2 with the plunging. Maybe that's not the way to go. Like, he is, like, perfectly lining himself up. I don't even know what weapon I should be using. How? I don't understand. I don't understand. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can get this to work. That was an R1. We could try an R2 one more time. I might have been... Like, I might be just missing. It might not have anything to do with what attack I need to do as part of the plunging attack that I'm just freaking missing. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. So I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Take care of business. The good old stab him in the back. Alright, I'm a little sad that Lutel is gone. But I do hear... I feel like I hear another scarab. Hi. Crimson Scarab I could actually use. So often the case that we cannot use these guys. But this one, I think we, Or did we? Or did we need it? Maybe we had already naturally refilled our flasks simply by taking out groups of enemies. I think that might have been the case. Alright, we have reached... Well, we have reached an overlook point, I suppose. The red sky from this angle is just so... really, really fucking beautiful. Okay, now this fort actually looks like it's closed. As I get close here, we actually cannot, can't get inside. There's a Stake of America. And I hear some big old footsteps. What in the fuck? Oh, it's one of those that we fought in Stormvale. Oh, I hadn't thought of it until just now that these guys might be connected with Radon. But of course, the whole Lion Redmane business makes kind of perfect sense. Now that's potentially a whole nother avenue of lore to think about. Why was there one of these big kitties in Stormvale if they are in fact a creature of Radon? Is there another way into the fort though? Do we have a back door potentially? I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Oh my god. I think maybe there's a back door, but it's guarded by 2 fucking flame chariots. Fuck my life. Would Dragonclaw be good against these guys? I don't know about that. I don't even know if I can sneak up on them. Actually, there's no back door, is there? Oh, the guy turned. The other guy turned to face me. He's on to us. Oh, that's what we can do. We get him to slowly damage over time. What is he doing? What the hell is he doing? Oh my god. Come on. Come on, let's go. We're gonna fall to our death if we're not careful here. There is no back door though. They were not guarding like a hole in the wall. I don't really want to take on 2 of these fuckers. Oh my god, he can do that? What? Fuck me. I thought they just were flame breathers, but no. They also can fucking shoot projectiles. Not trying to unsummon Torrent. I'm just trying to not fall off the cliff. My god, what is going on? This is very uncomfortable fighting these guys. With no room to maneuver. Not... Talk about less than ideal. How am I supposed to get into this place? Maybe it's not possible. Right now, though, I'm kind of maybe trying to employ some cheese. At least to get 1 hit on you. Now that I've attracted attention from both of them, we're taking this slow. We're doing this the cheesy way. Because I'm not in love. I mean, I might not die if I fell off this cliff. No! God damn it. Why does there have to be 2 of them? The hell did he just shoot at? Also, why is he taking so much damage? What is he taking? How is he taking damage from the other guy? I don't quite understand, but somehow they are like self-immolating? Okay. This guy... This guy kites way farther around the edge. The other guy seemed like he leashed so much more quickly. Oh, wait, it's these guys. Oh my god. Okay. It's the... So... I thought the bars... Whoever was taking damage, I thought it was the flame chariots. Flame, grant me strength. We got a incantation. Okay. All right, cool. Boy, this is just a wonderful shit show, isn't it? What a wonderful mess we've gotten into. Dude, seriously, explode already. Just end it, please. Put you and me both out of our misery. I guess we're not getting into this fort. It's a little disappointing, but I guess we're not getting into the fort. No, fuck. God damn it. He had to go with the three-pronged flame attack. Dude. Also, Torrent's kind of spazzing out on me, but I mean, it's kind of understandable. Like the whole... This is all just very spazzy. These guys are just funky as hell, dude. Shit. Oh my god, how are we not dead? How in the world are we not dead? Wait, why is Torrent taking damage? Or is Torrent healing? Is Torrent healing from my... I didn't realize Torrent gets healing from the Blessing Spoon as well. Why am I even bothering to kill this guy? I don't know. I don't know why I'm bothering. I'm just gonna end up dead. That's all that's gonna happen here. I got a backstab. They can be backstabbed? I did not realize that there was a backstab opportunity. Okay. Alrighty then. So that's the thing. That would have made things maybe a bit easier if I had realized that I could backstab them. Okay, well, we beat all the enemies. Where did that get us? Nowhere. Because I can't get into this goddamn fort. Is there something I'm missing? Is there like a path up onto... Can I jump up onto this tree and get inside? No. Is there something that I'm overlooking? Because now I can actually concentrate. Because there's no longer double flame chariots on my ass. How do we get inside this place? What do we need to do to get inside? Oh. Did I miss this? This doesn't really lead anywhere, though. Or does it? Or does it? Oh. Oh. All right. Now we're talking. We got there. The jump attack. Oh, we can do it. I'm sort of... So... Also, apparently we could have jumped up here, maybe? Maybe not. So there are, I think, two versions of jumping attacks. You have a jump R1, and you have a jump R2. I think what I have had stuck in my head is one of these messages at the very beginning of the game. All the way back at the beginning. This guy. R2 while jumping to do a jump attack. I think that's what I had in my mind. I was taking very literally this tutorial message to tell me that jump attacks are only done by R2 while you're jumping. And I think that is not the case. I don't think... I think we have more than one option. More than one option. There's also what looks like a church there in the distance. So much to explore in Caelid. But for now, we are focused on Fort Gael. I am also still trying to figure out who ate Gwendolyn. What was his name? Jesus. You know what we're gonna do, actually? Well, what are we gonna do? I think what we are going to do is we're going to descend for a moment. Aldrich. That was his goddamn name. Okay, now I can put that out of my... The whole arrow attack. That was totally an Aldrich move. What I want to do is I want to actually... do I really care? I have almost 25k runes. And I was considering... I'm considering putting on a sacrificial twig. Because we have 4 of these goddamn things. I think I will. It's going to give us a little bit on... Like, we're losing our Erdtree's favor. Which is not ideal. But, I'm hoping we'll be okay. Hopefully? Question mark? Oh, I also just realized we have lightning bolts. Do we have a spot to cheese this? Surely this lion, this big kitty is going to have a retaliatory move if we just try to lightning bolt it from a distance, right? Surely it has a way. Well, its way is going to be just dodging us, I guess, right? Yeah, okay. That's its retaliatory move. Okay. So we'd have to sit here and like really get it to like lose track of us and then try to cheese it down. So what I will do instead is I will focus on lightning spearing you out of existence and then make my way across here. I'd like to find a way to open the door, but maybe that's not like necessary. I don't know if I want to go for that item just yet, because I feel like if I go for that item, the kitty's going to do something. The kitty is going to try to murder me. I thought I was two-handing the scythe, and I was going to guard by going up here. Oh, there's a spirit over there. I like that I can one-shot these guys. That's good. Hello there. Hello there. Oh, he does not see us. He does not see us. Did not realize that. Now he sees us. Fuck. All right. Game on. Dragon Claw. Nice. Off with your head. I like that you give me flasks. Flasks are good. Okay. All right. We are into the fort. There's a chest over here. With a Star Scourge heirloom. Ooh, look at the artwork on there. It's got Radon. This is a Radon heirloom. What'd it do? Raises strength. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. I was thinking initially this could be like an alternate to the Scar Seal. If we wanted to continue to use like the Golden Halberd. Same time, I feel like the Scar Seal is really good. We're getting so many attribute points out of this. This thing only raises our strength by... Okay, so let's not test it against the Scar Seal. Okay, it raises our strength by 5. So this would accomplish the same thing as the Scar Seal is doing when it comes to giving us the ability to wield the Golden Halberd. I think it would also give us the ability to wield, two-hand at least, the Magma Scale Sword, which is pretty cool. Either way, whether this is a good talisman or not, let's read. A talisman engraved with a scene from a heroic tale. The mightiest hero of the demigods confronted the falling stars alone, and thus did he crush them, his conquest sealing the very fate of the stars. What is the story there? Confronted the falling stars alone. What was the title of Radon? General Radon, the something having to do with stars. Does this have to do with like the ruins that have fallen from the sky? Is that what the falling stars are? What's the deal there? And how did he confront the falling stars alone? Not let alone crush them. Sounds like a super sick story, but I want to know more. We have a spirit here. Perhaps the spirit knows more. The spirit is looking out over more of Caelid. What you got for me? Convene the festival of war. Honor General Radon with a warrior's glory. It's in your hands, Sir Jaren. Sir Jaren. We don't know anybody by that name. Sir Jaren. So he's looking out. Oh, wait a second. I see this now. I hadn't seen this at first, but look. Oh, there is a really big castle over there. Well, a castle. I was thinking like a really big fort, and then I said castle instead. It's a castle. I think it's a castle. Makes sense that would be where the Warriors Festival. And that's, of course, where we're going to find Alexander, right? Has to be. And now it makes a little more sense maybe how he made it through or wanted to make it through the Gael Tunnel. Because the Gael Tunnel would have been kind of a natural progression to follow. Kind of. If he came this way through Limgrave, made his way up through here, rather than going around this way, taking the long road. Don't know if I need to keep on this sacrificial twig, but it makes me feel a little bit better about whenever I get to, another level's worth of runes, especially when I know there's a big kitty down below. But let's scale the fort, or ascend the fort first. Oh my god, there's a sending gate! Okay, no enemies, I don't think. But there's a sending gate. Shit. Well, shit. Okay. Not doing that just yet. First things first. As in, I guess we gotta go. Let's go out on this ledge. We don't have to think about the kitty just yet. We could cheese the kitty by de-aggroing it and going back for lightning bolts. Oh, but it's onto us. Oh, I should have... Oh, I see. There's a ladder there. Okay, there is a ladder. Nope. He's ready for that trick. What would be a good... I mean, I think I kind of want... A plunging attack would be nice. But also, do I want to be... I've got lots of flasks. This would probably be a good spot for us to use our Faith Knot. I don't have fucking magic. Oh my god. Shit. If there were one thing, maybe not one thing, but I'm not really somebody to like ask for donations from the audience or anything like that. But if there were something that I would consider saying, hey, you guys wanna chip in some funds to help me get a heart rate monitor? This would be one of those moments, because my God, I'm kind of shaking a little bit. I'm kind of shaking. I have a freaking sacrificial twig on. But at the same time, we're facing one of these kitty cats without the help from a summon like we had before in Stormvale. And, I was doing my best to stay calm there and not panic drink, because like so many enemies in Elden Ring, the kitty cat, when it hits you once, there's going to be a follow-up attack that's kind of designed to take advantage of you panic drinking, and that like spin attack that it would do at the end of its 3-hit combo or whatever. That's the one I was like, okay, I need to make sure I don't panic drink into that. Wait, roll back, roll away, whatever you do, get the drink, and then try to look for your openings. So there was kind of pure instinct in some instances, but also trying to maintain a quiet resolve while my heart is pounding out of my chest. We got an Ash of War Lion's Claw. I love that artwork. Lion's Claw, another... This is like... I mean, why is this called Fort Gael? This is like Fort Radon. Radon took over the Gael. Took over for Gael, apparently. Grants the heavy affinity. Lion's Claw, skill of the Redmanes who fought alongside General Radon. Somersault forwards, striking foes with the armament. Kind of sounds like the one... I think this was a... Well, I'll have to see what it is in action, but it sounds a little bit like one of the... like Artorias-themed weapons from DS3. I don't remember what greatsword it was called. Was it the Wolf's... the Great Wolf's Greatsword? No. It was one of the ones you got from the Abyss Watchers, which I did not pick the first time. The first time through, I picked the other option, which the Farron Greatsword, I think. A rune arc. Okay, cool. We do want to go in that door actually, but I cannot get up there from here. We're gonna have to climb back up. Because this fort, it has, you know, the assets, like the general layout of the fort resembles Fort Height. But of course the scaffolding, our big kitty had done some remodeling. Oh no, I can't go around this way. There is a lever there that I presume is going to open the door. Okay, for a second, I just figured we were gonna be living with the fact that that door was just not gonna open. So then, how do I get there? Oh, I gotta jump over that railing. Got it. Oh, my blood pressure and my heart rate are coming back to a semblance of normalcy. But my goodness, that was exciting. This is really what we should have done before the fight with the kitty. So that we wouldn't have to have gone all that way around. Although, it really wasn't that much more. I think there was a guy up here, wasn't there? No. Oh, the guy... I'm thinking of the soldier that was patrolling or standing guard up above. 10 mushrooms. Why are y'all so much into mushrooms? Maybe that's all that's left to eat in Caelid, you know? We did say that it kind of looks like there's fungi everywhere. That's really the only source of nourishment, is fucking mushrooms. Not the worst source of nourishment. I mean, you know, nootropic effects, other good stuff, but you know, you still want to have a balanced diet. You don't want to be relying on only mushrooms. Ooh, a Qatar. That looks pretty sick. Let's check it out. Some sort of fist weapon? Yes. Exactly a fist weapon. With like some sort of like... Well, there's a blade on it, obviously. Let's read about this. Imported dagger design with a rather unique handle. The blade can be swung about as the extension of one's fist. And it also does impaling thrust. Why don't we try that on for size? Just to see. Eh. Oh, okay, I thought the blade was gonna like extend. But I guess you sort of extend it when you do the impaling thrust. I like the dagger slashing sound. So it's like a dagger slash fist weapon. Huh. That's a unique one. As the description said, unique is the word. I have not seen anything like that before. It's just too bad it only scales with strength and dexterity. Otherwise, I might want to play around with that. Let's head back up. Let's head back up, and I have a sacrificial twig. This is what we have the sacrificial twigs for. Because when you have 28k runes, you can not be a wuss, and you can just jump in the sending gate that the game has naturally led you to. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to be a little pussycat. We're going to... We take down pussycats. We don't shy away from sending gates that go to who knows where. We equip our dragon fist and our dragon claw, and we say, let's bring it on. Whatever... Who knows? Maybe it will send us to the tournament. You know? Maybe this is where Alexander ultimately was wanting to get to, because it just takes us to the castle in the distance. Another detail that I'm wondering, maybe I need to be a little bit more cognizant of, but does the orientation of the sending gate matter? Does the direction that it's pointed make any difference whatsoever? Is it sending us straight in this direction, or is that just a detail that doesn't matter at all? All right, here we go. Bated breath. I think it sent us. I think it did. There's a sending gate that probably takes us back. And we are, in fact, I think, down at the castle. Maybe it's a castle. Maybe not. Is there a trebuchet up on the wall there about to fire on me? I've got my eyes on you. This is good. This is going to take us back to the fort, right? It's just going to take us back to the fort. But I want to confirm. No! It goes inside Redmane Castle. What the fuck? Okay, we've got a castle. And it's Redmane Castle. And it sounds like we might have a new bit of original soundtrack as well. Okay. we're just jumping in the first sending gate they give us and asking questions later. This one I think is going to take us back to where we just were on the outside, correct? Okay. Well, not quite. Wait a second though. We're on the opposite side of the bridge now. So now we have like a third sending gate. And we finally actually have a site of grace. Okay. Well, this is just a wonderful little whirlwind. Is that I think I do see a skull or a maybe not a skull but a corpse. Are these like the doggy, the kangaroo zombie dog corpses that have been piled on each other? Dude, this place is fucked. And also I'm having a lot of fun with Caelid. Well, I gotta see where this sending gate goes. We gotta follow the full trail here. This one takes me back to the fort, right? No, this actually goes back in Redmane Castle. Okay, so now maybe we are finally at a back and forth. We've reached a loop. I was expecting there to be a loop somewhere in our sending gate logic. And I think we have reached it. Okay. Okay. That is where we are going to wrap up this installment of Elden Ring, because I do not have time or the energy to take on a castle. Maybe we will look around I mean, I'm a little worried about making my way across here. I'd love to find Alexander. That would be the best if we could quickly find Alexander. But that's going to be for next time. I'm thinking about like jetting back across the bridge to try to take a look for our friend. But we will leave that. We will bookmark that and see where we go next time. We may continue here in Caelid, and if that is the case, then we are definitely going to be grabbing the map as we do that. There's so many different directions to go. There's this map as well. Like we could grab both of these maps. We could just say, fuck it, give me all of Caelid. Just rip that band-aid off all at once. We did not find what I was maybe hoping for in Fort Gael. We did not find a way down to wherever this little piece of loot is. It looks like there's a cave opening or a cave exit. We didn't get there through the Gael Tunnel or Fort Gael, so I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do that one. But of course we also have the Altus Plateau, and we also have the Raya Lucaria Gate. Or just Raya Lucaria in general. Definitely at a point in the game where I'm having a ton of fun, but also feeling a little overwhelmed. Look at this, the Impassable Great Bridge is the name here. Definitely feeling a bit overwhelmed with our options. And it may be just for my own sanity that I decide, you know what, we're just going to focus in on Caelid. I don't know. But then I think about, or overthink about the fact that Caelid is all the way to the right of all of these. Liurnia, Altus, and Leyndell. And of course, when something is to the right in the menu system, that means it's way harder than the rest of them, or it's meant to be done after them. That's not how open world games work. But I also wonder if maybe that's how they work. We're gonna pretend this doesn't even exist, because I don't know when the heck we're gonna get to that. Ainsel River, you're gonna have to stay on the back burner for now. But we have sending gates. We have a whole bunch of lore that we have gotten regarding Radahn, which is really, really cool. A big reason to keep pressing forward in Caelid. Not just the kind of beautiful sky. It's scary as hell, but it's also there is a strange beauty about it. And we still have so many different fun options that we're playing around with our build. Dragon claws and fists and scythes and maybe magma greatswords. Magma worm scale swords. All kinds of fun stuff. We'll get it sorted out eventually. We'll even throw the DLC into the mix here as well. I hope you all have been having fun with that. And until next time, thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.